Hey everybody, welcome to Beyond Local, episode 42. I'm Jeff Kimmel, and with me today, Steve Blackburn.
Glad to be here again, Jeff, and as you can all see, we've got someone else with us, so it's a big day today. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
Yeah, so thanks for spoiler alert. We have somebody else in the studio with us today.
They can see, Jeff.
It's true. So normally, Beyond Local is about industry insights, tips and tricks, digital marketing, a lot of good information. Today, we're going to focus on our employees because while we do a lot of good work here at LSEO, it's about the people who do the work. So we are going to bring in our employees and get to know them a little bit better. A segment I like to call Get to Know LSEO. So, Steve, who'd you bring with you today?
Well, I mean, spoiler alert. I'm thinking next time we do this, that is the first time, I'm going to sit here and the next person, so you're lucky this isn't happening to you, but we'll leave them under a cape and then I'll unveil them.
That's a good idea. I like it.
So, this is the incredibly talented Allison Detwiler, and all the audience here knows that I have a big mouth and we only have a certain amount of time. I think the more important thing is, let Allison tell them a little bit about her position and how you help our customers succeed.
Sure. So thanks for having me, guys. I'm a web developer and designer here at LSEO. I help our clients build their websites. So whether that's from nothing, they have nothing, and we give them a brand new website, or we redesign their current site if it's not that great, or if it is great, but we're just going to make it a little bit better.
Great. Awesome. So some people watching might already have spoken to you.
Yeah.
Right?
They might have.
So where did you go to school? Tell us a little bit about your professional background, your resume.
Well, I graduated from King's College in 2019 with a degree in communications. My final semester at school, I needed an internship, so I got on Indeed.com and looked up anything design-worthy because I was a design-focused student, and I found LSEO, and I started here in January of 2019, finished in April, got hired part-time in the summer, and then after that got hired full-time and started on the same day as Steve.
Well, like I always joke around upstairs, that's the second most important day of this company. There was the day it was founded, and the day Allison and I started. More for the reason that Allison started than me, obviously. No. But so, Allison, you're talented, you're smart, you're fun, you're funny, and any company would have been lucky to have you. But what led you to LSEO? I mean, coming out of college, there's a lot of opportunity out there. You had your pick of the litter, but why'd you choose us?
Right. Well, I was really focused on design. I wanted to do something with design. I knew that. And when I interned at LSEO, it was more than just a graphic design internship, which I thought, which was most of the internships I was looking at. And it was a web design one, and I hadn't had all that much experience in web design, but I learned the ropes while I was here, and I really liked what I did. So when they offered me a job, of course, I said yes.
Well, we're glad that you did. I mean, huge asset to the team now, so really happy.
Without you, we wouldn't have web development, right?
Well, that's one way to put it.
I know, but so now you're here for a while. Besides Steve and I, and probably appearing on a podcast, what is your favorite thing about LSEO?
Besides you guys, I do like the fact that I get to use my design skills, but I don't always have to be super creative because sometimes you just don't feel that creative. So I can take the clients, they tell me they want this, this, and this, and I can put that and give them what they want and what they need, and one, it helps them, and two, I get to show off my design skills just a little bit. But mostly I like the people I work with, besides you guys too. The other guys upstairs. Some of them more than you, maybe.
What? So who do you like more, me or Kimmel?
Ooh. Even, tied.
Oh, man, that is such the cheap way out. All right, so other than being on our web team, you're also actively involved in some of the things that we like to do from a culture perspective. I know that you've sat in on the culture committees. You like to, help me come up with some of the initiatives. You make me look good. I mean, more often than not just to our customers, but also to our employees. You come up with great ideas, and then I get to run out and tell everybody about them. But if you could add just one more thing to the LSEO office, what would it be?
We've done it before, and we probably will do it again, but more dogs at any given moment. More dogs in the office.
How would you feel about cats, though?
They're fine too, but dogs.
So, and this may be spoiling something for later, so this guy, he's going to get mad at me either way, but so you'd be okay if Michael brought pants?
Absolutely.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that it was equal opportunity.
Oh, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Well, as I look at the questions, I don't see the question about your dog. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your dog?
Oh, I could talk about my dog all day. I have...
We only have a half hour, so...
Right, I'll keep it short.
Yeah, no, you don't have to keep it short, but remember who you're talking with.
For the rest of the half hour.
I have to get involved as well.
Well, I have a quarantine puppy. I got a Labradoodle last May, right after we all started working from home. It was boring, so I thought I would add a puppy who needs me for every moment of his life. His name is Bo. He's now 1. He desperately needs a haircut. He's looking a bit unruly, but he's everything.
So, two questions to that then. Was the Labradoodle an intentional pick, or did you just see him and fell in love?
Oh, a bit of both. Wanted a dog that didn't shed. And I like bigger dogs, so I was kind of at a crossroads there. There's only so many big dogs that don't shed. So I was focused on Doodles, and then I saw a picture of his little face. And
is he a B-O or B-E-A-U?
Oh, he's a B-E-A-U.
Oh.
Very classy.
Bougie.
Yes.
And Bo has been to the office. We'll have to throw a picture up for everybody to see.
A time
what
or
Bo
two.
looks like, yeah.
Just don't put him over my face.
No. Put him over mine.
No.
People are
You
sick
put
of
him
seeing
over
me.
mine. It's okay.
So outside of Bo, what are your hobbies? What do you like to do outside
of
work?
Bo?
Yeah. Or was that going to be your answer for that question?
He is my hobbies. Take him for walks. We play. But I am quite good at binge watching TV shows. I've come to find out I could just sit and watch a show straight, like no stops, no breaks, just episode after episode after episode. So that's probably my biggest hobby. It requires no skill.
So wait,
But you're really good at it.
Yeah, but what's the last one you did that with?
Law and Order, but like every season ever.
Now, does that include, like, because I know it's got different ones, like there's Criminal Intent, SVU, there's the original. So are we talking just SVU?
Yeah.
That makes me, you remember, of course you probably will, but The Love Guru with Mike Myers?
Yes. Yeah.
And then he does something, but it's for Mariska Hargitay, and I don't remember what it is, but it always makes me think of that when someone mentions that. All right, so I have another question.
Okay.
So, superheroes, right? They
Right.
all have a superpower.
Mm-hmm.
You are a super web designer. Mm-hmm. But if you could have another power, what would it be?
There's a lot of cool powers, but I would probably want something with invisibility or super hearing, just because I'm nosy and I always want to know what other people are doing.
That's a good answer.
We almost had you been the second guest, you could have had invisibility, and then I would have pulled the cloak off of you.
So you took that from me.
So you'll have to have super hearing then,
That
because invisibility's out.
So we're all now aware of your skill of binge watching TV shows, which is great. Fantastic. You should put that on your resume.
I might.
But in addition to that, are there any skills that you wish you had?
Ooh. Well, besides being able to just talk like Steve, just anything just comes out and sounds good. He's good at it. Would love to be able to do that. Can't. But also, I always say that it's not fair that I love music as much as I do, but I can't sing for the life of me. So I wish that I could sing.
Huh, that's a good one. Can you play any instruments?
I played the violin in high school. It's a little lame, but I did. But I probably can't do it now if you ask me to.
So how do you know you can't sing? Is this just have other people told you, or is this a personal?
It's a personal discovery. I sing in the shower like my life depends on it, but I can't. It's not good.
Have you ever recorded it? No. Well, then you don't know if it's not good. The people are going
We
to want to
don't.
know.
We don't need. We don't need a concert.
Cue up the music.
All right. So then I want to know. I think the people want to know because the show is about the people, right?
Right.
It's a family show. It's educational. It's all of that. So the people are going to want to know a little bit more about you. So, who's your favorite band or musician?
I'll say it's a tie between Fleetwood Mac and Harry Styles, but you've already made fun of me for liking Harry Styles, so.
I don't think I did that because.
You did.
Well, then I must have done it just to pick on you because I don't know who Harry Styles is.
This is
from One
this is how
Direction.
it started, and then I said
One
it's from One Direction, and that was the downhill spiral.
All right. So I apologize.
It's okay.
I'm sorry
It's
for
okay.
picking on you.
He's
that
very
morning.
talented.
I believe that. I mean, he's in. I've heard of One Direction.
Mm-hmm.
So what about? I know that you're really good at watching TV shows. Do you have a favorite movie that you've been really good at watching as well?
I'm not as good at watching movies as Jeff is, but my favorite movie is probably Pulp Fiction. I feel like that's like a normal like cult response, but I really like Pulp Fiction, but also on like a girlier level, I like 10 Things I Hate About You.
Keith
It's a good
Ledger,
one.
right?
Oh,
Keith
yes.
Ledger.
The late great.
Yes.
Yep.
Now the hipster me would be like, typical answer. Well, the first one, not really the 10 things I hate about you.
That's also
But-
a typical answer.
Is it really?
Yeah, for like girls, I feel.
Who was the girl in that one? Was that Julia Stiles?
Yes.
It's a chick flick.
See, that's the Stiles I knew, not Harry. Are they related?
They're not.
Do you think she could sing?
She hasn't. been
She
as-
could dance.
In One Direction?
I don't know. She can dance
I
in
bet
One
you she
Direction.
can dance in a lot of
Multiple
directions.
Anybody
There
can.
we go. There's that dad joke from Jeff. All right, so last one of my favorite.
Right.
So you're really good at watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
You're not so good at watching movies.
No.
What's your reading level? I mean, are we talking?
Proficient.
Okay, so do you have a favorite book, or are you just one of those that you read the cereal carton as you're there with your Frosted Flakes?
I like to read, and I wish I read more. I just can't think of my favorite book. Like, I've read plenty of books, don't get me wrong. I have a full bookshelf. I just can't pick one out and be like, this one's it. This one's my favorite.
Well, then what's the last book you read?
Now I'm not even so sure.
SEO Blueprint.
Yes. That's it. He knew.
Oh,
I've seen her bookshelf.
Yeah.
well, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, are they books or are you a Kindle reader?
Oh, no. Physical book in
Yeah.
the hand has to be.
Yeah.
But is it physical book in the hand, or is it physical book in one hand, glass of wine in the other?
That one.
Okay. All right. Well, the people need to know.
Right. All right. So we've learned a lot about Allison. We could keep asking questions, but I know some people tune in for the tips, the tricks, the industry insight. So maybe you can give some advice or give us a tip that you've learned. Give it to our listeners, our watchers, our viewers, our audience
My
of
mom.
something you've learned here since you've been at LSEO.
Well, like I said before, prior to this internship, I didn't know much about web development, anything at all. So I've kind of learned all of the web stuff that I know through LSEO. So I guess my tips are more focused that way. But I would say a big one is to keep your website and everything associated with it up to date. Most of the problems that we see are because your plugins or your WordPress or whatever is out of date, and that's why things are broken or failing.
That makes my heart smile. Please, people, listen to this young woman.
All right. Do you have any more questions?
No, I mean, we could be here all day, and I got lots of questions, but if this segment goes well, we never know if there's round two. So
Right.
I don't want to, spoil it.
We could take some callers and see if they have any questions. Just
could.
kidding.
Great idea.
No, but if you have any questions, feel free to send them in. We'll follow up with Allison and get the answers and post them, and I'm sure a lot of people have a lot more questions. So they do, feel free to email us here at LSEO. There's many different ways. If you want to learn more about Allison, her bio is on our page as well in the About Us section. And you could, again, email and find out anything you want. So hopefully this was helpful. I enjoyed this time together. This was our first episode of, what was it? Get to know LSEO.
You came up with it.
I forgot. But hopefully you had fun. You learned a little bit about our head of web development. And, if you want questions answered, email them in and continue to tune in here at Beyond Local.
Thanks, guys.